Quickly fellas, before we get into today's rebuild, I have started posting once again on my second channel, Jared Plays. So if you like other sports besides football, make sure you go check out that channel, as I'm looking to post daily over there. In 2010, we played in the Europa League final against Atletico Madrid. We were a staple of the Premier League for years, but unfortunately, Fulham have fallen from the graces of English football, now in the Championship. It is time to rebuild them. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here, and today this is a very special rebuild for me. Today is actually my birthday, my 20th birthday, and I thought I want to treat myself for my birthday, so why not rebuild my favorite club, Fulham. So for you that may not know about me, I have been supporting Fulham since I was about 8 or 9, I think. I was really young when I started supporting them. When I first got into football, I watched a Fulham game, fell in love, and have been a big fan ever since. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign. And finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. So this is going to be a very passionate rebuild for me. I am going to enjoy rebuilding this side a lot and hopefully winning, or definitely winning, Fulham a Champions League title. And since it is my birthday, I'm going to go as the youngest guy, make it more realistic for me. The youngest one, suit and tie or shirt and tie, and of course, Mr. Rebuild. But if you guys do go on to enjoy today's rebuild with Fulham, make sure that you go absolutely crazy on that like button. Could we get 2,000 likes for my birthday? I'm not trying to sound like a bit of a beg, like a lot of the guys in FaZe. I'm not a part of FaZe Clan, but a like would be appreciated.
This is great banter.
Also, make sure that you scorpion kick that subscribe button if you are new around here. So this is our starting 11 for this first season. I know it is definitely not realistic compared to what we normally play, but just looking at what we have available to us at the moment, I've gone with this formation. My main objective, my main player that I want to bring up for season 1 is a brand new goalkeeper, someone that's in the 70s, because we do have an opportunity to push for the Premier League this season, and I think we need someone higher than a 68 rated player. So we are going to sign our first player in this Fulham rebuild, and it is someone that I'm strongly connected to, the Australian goalkeeper, Mitchell Langerak from Stuttgart, formerly at Borussia Dortmund and the Melbourne Victory. He is coming to Fulham for £2.5 million. So we did get Mitch Langerak for a pretty cheap sum. So we've gone out and signed ourselves a brand new striker, someone that can be at Fulham as soon as we get into the Premier League, I guess you could say. Britt Asamoah from Nottingham Forest, £2.6 million. We're pretty low when it comes to stock in young centre-backs, so I'm going to bring one in, Matt Miazga from Vitesse, formerly of Chelsea. I think he's actually starting, well, he's at Chelsea right now, but he's out on loan at Vitesse. The game is glitched. We can sign him on a permanent contract, so the American is coming to Fulham. We're also going to go ahead and sign another young American centre-back from Tottenham this time, Cameron Carter-Vickers, 67 rated, 18 years of age. He is signing for a low 1.8 million price tag. So here we are with 1 hour remaining in the opening transfer window. I'm pretty happy with the squad we've got right now. I think we can make a decent push for promotion. Playoff football maybe, that's what we're hoping for in real life, but let's see if we can get that in this first season. So we are sitting in 10th position here on the 1st of January. We are sitting on 40 points. So there's definitely a good opportunity for us to climb the table extremely quickly in the second half. Newcastle and Leeds, who are winning the league, are both on 48 points. And then we have a 7-point lead over Cardiff. So it's going to be quite easy for us, or a lot easier for us, to go up rather than down. So we're going to make a pre-contract signing here. Ivan Baliu, he's from FC Metz in the Ligue 1. We're going to get him in on a free contract. He's around the mid-70s rating, so next season he'll become our starting right back. So at the end of the championship season, we have snuck into the playoffs. Newcastle and Norwich going straight up. The playoffs is between Brighton, Leeds, us and Aston Villa. We're going to be taking on Leeds in the playoffs. So here we go, fellas. Craven Cottage for the first leg of the championship playoffs against a side that we already have done a rebuild on. If you haven't seen the Leeds rebuild, make sure you definitely go and check that out. Can we get a good lead heading into the second leg and get ourselves maybe into the championship playoff final? Kearney gives us the lead. Tom Kearney gives us the lead here in the 26th minute. Almost said Tom Carney because I'm so used to Todd Carney. A few of you Australians will understand that reference, but Tom Kearney gives us the lead. We still have the lead. We're going to hold on, will we? 10 minutes to go. Let's do it. We hold on 1-0 in the first leg. And for the second leg here, we are travelling away to Leeds, travelling to Elland Road. Let's see if we can get into the championship playoffs finals. This is the first time we've actually had to play in the championship playoffs. 3 championship rebuilds. Assembalonga gives us the lead. 1-0, so that's 2-0 now on aggregate. We are looking in a very good position. Bridcut ties it up though. We need to hold on. McDonald makes it 2-1, 3-1 on aggregate. We are looking very good at the moment. Let's hold on. Don't concede any more, Mitch Langerak. Into the final 10 minutes. Come on, fellas. There it is. We're going to the championship playoff final. So in the championship playoff final, we are going to be taking on Brighton. They defeated Aston Villa 2-1. So let's see if we can defeat the friggin' Seagulls, friggin' Joe Weller's favourite team. The championship playoff final, taking on Brighton and Hove Albion at Wembley. Will we be playing in the Premier League in Season 2? I'm surprised I even got this far. I know certain people think that I fake these rebuilds, but in all honesty, I have completely just gone through this one. 1-1, I missed the first goal from McDonald, so it is all tied up. Let's see if we can get into the Premier League. Kearney gives us the lead. 2-1 in the 51st minute. Come on, fellas. Half an hour to go. 20 minutes to go. 15 minutes. Kearney makes it 3-1. Get in there, Tom Kearney, you good thing. We are playing in the Premier League in season number 2. Super Tom, Super Tommy Kearney. So in the other tournaments, Arsenal won the FA Cup. We didn't even make the last 16. Same deal with the EFL Cup. This time Liverpool won that. Barcelona won the Champions League 2-1 over Juventus. And finally, Man United beat PSG in the Europa League final to win that. Bit of a big name final. So this is our squad report at the end of Season 1. I am absolutely over the moon that we've actually qualified for the Premier League next season. I did not expect us to grow or to go that well. Our squad has grown quite nicely, and we've actually got a very good squad. So I'm excited to see how we go next season in the Premier League. We're going to have to spend our money very wisely. We all know from previous rebuilds how much you get shafted in this series, in this FIFA I should say, when you are a recently promoted team. We're going to have to use our resources quite nicely. As you can see, we've got a lot of depth in our squad. A lot of players that we can sell on and use to upgrade our squad. So I'm pretty interested to see how we go. So Season 1 is done and dusted. Let's get into Season 2. Fulham are finally back in the Premier League. So kicking off season number 2, we have sold Sonny Aluko to Ado Den Haag for £3 million. We get 2.1 added to our total. And I'll show you this. We do not have much money to work with in this season. we have 7.4 million. That's after playing the preseason tournament, so it's going to be a bit of a stretch to bring in some players that are going to keep us up in the Premier League. And I have decided that we're going to bring Thomas Callas back to the club. He was only here on loan last season, but we're going to pick him up on a permanent basis. He will become our top centre back in the club now. And we have sold another player, a first team player here, but I was looking to upgrade him anyways. Kevin McDonald has gone to Freiburg for £3.5 million. And we have sold another big name player here, Niskens Cabano. He's our bench centre attacking midfielder, but he is in the high 70s. We've sold him for £10 million to Crystal Palace. And on transfer deadline day, we are going to bring in our replacement for Kevin McDonald. I know it says Fosu Mensah is a right back, but we are going to play him in centre midfield. He can also play there. An absolute bargain of a buy. Welcome to Fulham, Timothy Fosu Mensah. So on transfer deadline day, we have sold one of our 4 goalkeepers. Marcus Bettinelli has moved to Ipswich for £1 million. And I have decided that we needed to bring in another right midfielder, not right winger, just in case Tom Cairney gets injured. And we've got a very prestigious name joining the club. Justin Kluivert is signing from Ajax for £2.9 million. What a famous name coming to Fulham. So here we are, halfway through the Premier League season, and things are looking pretty damn grim at the moment. We are in 19th position on 14 points. The light at the end of the tunnel is we're 1 win away from escaping out of the relegation zone. So all we need in this second half of the season is a good run of form. One good run of form is going to save us for the most part. We just need results. This game just confuses me so much sometimes. I saw that Jack Wilshere was off contract. I thought, why the hell not? Let's put in a pre-contract offer for him. And next season, 85 rated Jack Wilshere is coming to the club. Let's hope we're still in the Premier League for it. And we're going to bring in another pre-contract signing here. Sam Larsson from Heerenveen. I believe he's the high 70s, low 80s. So he'll come in next season and be our starting left winger. That is probably going to be the last pre-contract signing I make. For this season, that is. So we are coming to the final stages of the January transfer window. Pretty non-eventful window. But we got Jack Wilshere, we got Larsson. Now, all we need is survival. That will complete the trifecta. Let's see if we are going to be in the Premier League next season. I pray to whatever is out there that we are in the Premier League. I pray to the bloody football gods. Get in there, boys. We survive in the Premier League by 3 points. That is what I call the Great Escape. Middlesbrough, Norwich and Hull all going down to the Championship. Manchester United absolutely crushed the league. 2 losses all season for them. Once again, no round of 16 action for us in the FA Cup. And once again, the same thing in the EFL Cup. We're really not doing well in these domestic tournaments. The Champions League final is going to be between Inter Milan, who we rebuilt 2 rebuilds ago, and Bayern Munich. And the Europa League final is another big one. Barcelona are taking on Borussia Dortmund. But fellas, look at that manager rating. For us, we've survived one thing, relegation. Now it's time to survive the bloody board. It is Judgment Day. Will we be able to go into Season 3 or will we be getting sacked? Surely we're going to have to stay. Yes, we are. We get another chance next season. Jack Wilshere and Larsson coming in. It's all about to change for Fulham FC. So we kick off Season 3 here, and our squad is looking nice. We got Wilshere 85 rated, Larsson 80 rated. I'm thinking we need to bring in another striker this season. Asumbalonga, he's been good for the first 2 seasons, but we need to upgrade him to like an 80 rated, get someone in like that. Maybe go in for a new left back. Malone is 72 rated. Don't think he's going to grow too much. Maybe even a new goalkeeper. But besides that, I think we're looking pretty good this season. I definitely think it's not going to be as big a struggle as it was last season. Hoping for a mid-table finish. So we have sold a player here, Dennis Adoy. He's been with us since season 1, but the Belgian right back is going to Rayo Vallecano for £1.4 million. So we have finally gotten around to signing a striker. It's taken a while. We've had to be very, very stingy with our money. Once again, we've been screwed over with the money, but we're bringing in Giovanni Simeone. I am somewhat confident that it's Diego Simeone's son, Argentine striker from Genoa, £15 million. Welcome to Fulham. So this is what our squad looks like now heading into season 3. Simeone up front definitely makes it better. Not sure what else we're going to be able to do with the limited funds. Hopefully we can sell some players and raise some funds. So we have sold Ragnar Sigurdsson to Birmingham City for £975,000. So for us, it's been a pretty non-eventful transfer window. 1 signing in, 2 signings out. Now, we need to simulate to January, see how we're going. We should be a lot more comfortable than last season, but it is the Premier League. Nothing's guaranteed. So here we are just about halfway through the season. In January, we are sitting in 17th position. I honestly thought we'd be a little bit higher up the table. We are on 17 points, and if you look to the right-hand side, there is really not that much difference between us and the middle of the table. So, good results, just like in that championship first season, will completely change our season. We could easily go down, we could easily finish mid-table. It's going to be interesting. Right now, I don't have money to sign anybody out right now, so I'm going to try signing pre-contract players. Once again, touchy subject, but I'm going to go with the idea that they're in the game, I don't consider it cheating, and I'm going to use it to my full advantage. So here we go, fellas. We're going to sign a brand new goalkeeper on a free next season, Timo Horn, an absolute steal. £50,000 a week, 87 rated. My god, that is good. I'm sorry, Langerak, but you just can't pass up Timo Horn. So we have sold a player here midway through the January transfer window. The Australian centre-back Cameron Burgess going to Charlton Athletic, who I believe are one of our rivals, for £800,000. And another top quality player coming into the side next season on a free transfer. The AC Milan right winger Suso coming in, 85 rated. Our squad's going to be pretty damn good next season. So for us, with 1 hour remaining in the January transfer window, it's been a pretty standard window. We've brought in some pre-contract players, Horn and Suso, but if you look to the bottom right corner, I just skipped across, but it's been a pretty big window for Real Madrid. Coutinho joining for 87 million, Casemiro leaving for 43 million, and Alexis Sanchez joining for 39 million. That is craziness. Anyways, I'll see you in 16 games time to see if we've survived the Premier League once again. So here we are, fellas, at the end of the season, and we have survived. We are going to be in the Premier League for season number 4. We beat Newcastle and Aston Villa by 1 point. And judging by the players that we have coming into the club next season, I think it is going to completely change from here on in. In the FA Cup, we lost to Spurs 2-0 in the semi-finals, so definitely our best performance yet. Can't say the same about the EFL Cup. The Champions League final is between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, and the Europa League final is between Liverpool and Benfica. Interesting. So finishing off season number 3, this is what our squad report looks like. Our squad is growing quite nicely. It's going to get even better next season with Timo Horn, and who's the other player coming? I can't even remember the other player we have coming in. Oh yeah, Suso from AC Milan. So very excited to see how we can do next season. It's really going to change Fulham, in my opinion. Craven Cottage is going to be a much more competitive place. Very excited for it. We've got a few of our original players getting on in age, so hopefully we get decent money and we can, I don't know, transform the side. It's going to be quite interesting, but Yeah, big up Sam Larson as well, 13 goals in the Premier League. So season 3 is a wrap. Let's get into season 4, hopefully no more struggling and more succeeding. So kicking off this 4th season, we have sold our 4th string goalkeeper, Marek Rodak, to Vasco da Gama in the Brazilian league, I think, or the Portuguese league, for £575,000. And our squad is looking pretty good for this season with the inclusions of Timo Horn and Suso. Hopefully we can push for a Europa League spot or a mid-table spot with some decent signings, but I definitely think we're not going to have to scrap for survival like we have the past 2 seasons. And we have sold Corley Woodrow here to EA Guangam for £4 million. And as you guys know, it's pretty difficult to get money together, so I'm going to start signing 1 or 2 free agent players, some young regen players that we can sell on in the future for decent funds. We've brought in an absolute beast here, already valued at £4.5 million, Jeremiah Prosperi from Argentina, coming in for £15,000 a week. And we are going to splash the cash here, not really spending that much money, but for us, considering we only have 18 million, we're going to spend 11 of it on Rafa Suarez, a left back from Rio Ave in the Portuguese league. He is signing to become our new starting 11 left back. So we just finished the opening transfer window for season 4. I'm pretty happy with the business that we have made. It's going to be interesting where we wind up in January. Definitely going to be trying to sign some pre-contract players to get the progress rolling in this rebuild, but I'll see you guys then. And we have managed to get one player on a pre-contract so far, Felipe Anderson, someone I've been wanting to use in a rebuild for quite a while. He's coming in on a free next season. He'll be playing left wing, however, not right wing. And another huge pre-contract player coming into the club, Mario Götze, signing on a free from Borussia Dortmund. So here we are at the end of January, 22 games played in the Premier League season. Not the best, not the worst season, sitting in 14th, but just like most seasons have seemed to be, there is big potential for us to go very, very high or very, very low. So it's going to be a quite interesting second half of the season. We have had Simeone get injured for 6 months, so we're a little bit short in certain positions, but I'm still confident we'll be able to hang around this 14 area. So here we are in the back end of May. We've finished the Premier League season. Let's see how we finished in the league. We achieved our league objective in the top right. We finished in 9th. Okay, we had a better second half of the season than I expected. That's exactly where I wanted to finish. Pretty happy with that. Man United win the league 6 points or 7 points ahead of Stoke. Fair enough. Teams going down are Hull, Crystal Palace and Watford. In the other tournaments, we didn't do anything at all in the FA Cup. How'd we go in the EFL Cup? Yep, nothing at all again. So at the end of season 4, here is a squad report. Very pleased with how the squad is coming along. I think next season, I said it last season and that was kind of true, but next season I think we definitely are going to be pushing for European football with Götze and Felipe Anderson coming in. That is going to make us so much stronger. Hopefully I can sell on 1 or 2 of, or I only signed 1 free agent player. Hopefully I can sell him on for a decent profit, if not wait a little bit longer. But hopefully we don't get shafted by the board and we actually get some money to play around with next season so that we can sign some world-class players with transfer sums rather than just on pre-contract. So that concludes season number 4. Let's get on to season 5 and let's welcome in Felipe Anderson and Mario Götze. So kicking off season number 5, we are going to bring in a brand new centre midfielder. Our midfield is going to look very, very good now. James Ward-Prowse from Southampton coming in for £17 million plus Sam Larson. So I'm going to put Fosu Mensah down to right back and Ward-Prowse in the midfield. So that's what I mean. This is what our starting 11 looks like now. Very, very happy with how it is coming along. Hopefully Simeone can grow a few overall and turn into a world-class striker. Miazga or Prosperi or Carter Vicks, hopefully one of them can hit 80 this season. I think we have a very good shot of qualifying for the Champions League this season. With the money we have, we're not going to be able to do much business unless we sell players on. But that being said, I'm still quite content. So just about halfway through the Premier League season, we have gone from 0 to 100 real quick. Currently undefeated in the Premier League on 48 points. 15 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses. I wasn't expecting that. I was hoping that we could maybe sneak into a Champions League place, sneak into a Europa League place, to be dominating the league. That is something else. So now that we are in January, we have the opportunities to sign pre-contract players, and I think there's one piece of the puzzle missing and stopping us from winning the Champions League title, and that is our centre-back roles. We're going to try bringing in 2 world-class centre-backs in this transfer window. The first one coming in on a free transfer is Samuel Umtiti from Barcelona. And the second, one of my favourite players in this year's FIFA. If you haven't used Rugani, go out and buy him in your career mode. He is signing on a free transfer from Juventus. We will win the Champions League title next season. If we don't, there is something wrong with us. And Ivan Baliu, our right back, has gone to Aston Villa for £6.5 million. So season 5 has been a pretty quick one. All we had to do was make a couple of signings and get through it so that we could get on the Champions League seasons. Hopefully we've done it this season. Let's have a look. How do we go on the last day? Drew 1-1, then we beat Stoke 3-1. Let's have a look at how we went in the league. Did we win Fulham the title? No! We lost by 1 point to Liverpool. Wow, we had a really bad second half of the season. Halfway through it, we hadn't lost a game, and then we've lost 8 in the second half. Still, I am going to take second place. We're going to be playing in the Champions League next season, and Liverpool fans rejoice. You've won the bloody league. Going down are West Brom, Norwich and Middlesbrough. In the FA Cup, we lost on penalty shootouts to Chelsea in the semi-finals. And we ended up losing to bloody Barnsley, our rivals Barnsley, in the round of 16 of the EFL Cup. The Champions League final is going to be between Liverpool and Bayern Munich. Hopefully we are there this time next season. And the Europa League final is between Lazio and Lyon. So season 5 has been a quick one, but it's been a good one. Let's move on to season 6 and win Fulham FC, the men from Craven Cottage, a Champions League title. Season 6 is here and our squad is looking good. If I'm being honest, I don't think we need to improve the squad too much. Maybe if we can get the money, if we can get the right player, I might go for a world-class striker, but if we have to deal with Simeone, I am more than happy with that. Our squad's looking great, our bench is very strong, we've got a lot of depth in the reserves, it's going to be a good season. And we have sold our first player for this season. He's been here since season 1, but Stefan Johansson is going to Sunderland for $4.5 million. And another player leaving the club here, Jeremias Prospieri, the Argentine centre-back we signed in the free agents 2 seasons ago, has gone to SC Lorient. I just clicked on it. SC Lorient for 13.5, yeah, 13.5, so a tidy bit of profit there. So, if I was to sign a striker this season, there was only one guy that I wanted. We've gone out, we've got him. Mauro Icardi has signed here from PSG. 89 rated, so that is definitely going to reaffirm my beliefs that we can win the Champions League this season. £30 million plus Giovanni Simeone. Great business there, great pickup, and we now have the best team in the world. And our Champions League group for this season is, of course, us, Olympique Lyon, Hoffenheim, and Anderlecht. So, a decent range of sides there. I'm hoping that we can qualify out of the groups. We realistically should, but you know, FIFA can be a funny game sometimes. So we're going to jump back and see how we went in the Champions League. I've done all my deals for that opening transfer window. I am so content with the side we have. In fact, I'm not content. I am stoked with the side we have. So in 3, 2, 1, you're going to see our group. So I'm pretty damn surprised by this group. We qualified by the skin of our teeth. We got through on goal difference. In fact, how did we even get through? We had the exact same goal difference as Lyon. We must have beaten them in the other games. I don't know how that worked, but Hoffenheim surprisingly topped the group. But none of that stuff matters anymore because we have qualified for the round of 16. We need to focus on the road ahead. And my god, it looks like it's going to be a bloody difficult one. Bayern Munich in the round of 16. We have a side good enough to beat them in my opinion, but we're going to have to do better than we did in the group stages. So here we go, the first leg taking on Bayern Munich at the Craven Cottage. I would say it's the biggest European team we've had come to Craven Cottage, but you can't forget that Europa League run, especially that Juventus game in 2010 where we won 4-1 I think it was. An absolute brilliant time in Fulham's history, but Langerak is starting in goals for us, and Muller scores an away goal in the 10th minute. Timo Horn is out for a few more weeks, so if we get through this round of 16, it's going to be quite good. They're 1-0 up here. We need a goal back. Jackie Wilshere gets it. Now let's not concede any more goals. Get another one for us, boys. Icardi, I'm looking at you, son. Still 1-0. Costa gets a penalty. Oh dear, that is not good. And it looks like, yes, Bayern Munich take a 2-1 lead into the second leg. We have a big task ahead of us. The second leg here, traveling to Germany and taking on Bayern Munich. Timo Horn is back, which is definitely a plus, but we have a mammoth task ahead of us. We need the wins. They have two away goals, which is definitely not what we wanted. We need an early goal, and we can't let them score. Hopefully I just didn't curse us. Yes, we get an away goal. We're there, we're even now. So if we get a goal, another goal is all we need. They get a goal back. We need another goal to take this to. Yes, Goetze gets a goal against his former club. We're all tied up. Get us another goal. Come on. Otherwise we're heading to extra time. Please, fellas, someone in the 90th. We're heading to extra time. Come on. We might be going to penalties. We need someone to step up and get a goal. Please, Icardi, step up. Suso scores in the 120th minute. Get in there, the hero. We're going through to the quarterfinals. I cannot believe we have pulled that off. Look at that Bayern Munich side. We have come back. That is a top result. So in the quarterfinals, yeah, it doesn't get easier than Bayern Munich. Atletico Madrid. A replay, I just realised, of that famous Europa League final, that famous Europa League run of Fulham. So maybe we can get a bit of revenge there and get into the semi-finals. Other big quarterfinals, Stoke are in the quarterfinals. They're up against Nice, Real Madrid up against PSG, and Barcelona up against Lazio. But let's get into our first leg right now. So here we are, fellas, the first leg at home, Craven Cottage against Atletico Madrid. The main thing here, no away goals. I thought for sure that conceding 2 goals against Bayern Munich in the first leg at home last time, we get a goal in the first minute, get in there, but no away goals. I thought that we were going to get screwed over big time. Luckily, the fellas put in a massive performance against Bayern Munich in the second leg. We can't count on it this time. Still 1-0 up. Let's see if we can go get some more goals and extend our lead. That would be quite nice. Candy and Kluivert are on. Griezmann ties it up, so it's 1-1. They have an away goal to play with now, but full time. At least we're in a better position than we were against Bayern Munich, but it's still going to be a big challenge. The second leg now is traveling to the Estadio Vicente Calderon. We need an away goal. We need to get a goal nice and early. That will help us stay in the driver's seat. 1-1 in the first leg. Stays 1-1 in this leg, then we go to extra time. If not, Jonathan Tah gets injured for them, which is good for us. They brought him on and he got injured in the first 9 minutes. No, he didn't actually. He came off. I'm just going stupid. But Ward-Prowse misses a penalty. No, we can't afford that. Goetze is on or off. I get confused. But let's see. Kluivert gives us a 1-0 lead. If it stays this way, we go through. Get in there. Come on, son. Hold on. Yes! We're going through to the semi-finals. A very confusing quarterfinal second leg. But we defeat Atletico Madrid. A very weird semi-final. On one hand, you have an El Clasico between Barcelona and Real Madrid, 2 of the world's biggest clubs. On the other hand, Fulham versus Stoke. I guess you could say it's the rainy English weather derby. Oh god, I can't believe how weird this has gotten. Fair play to Stoke. I'm actually quite interested to see what their side is like, but it's going to be a strange semi-final to say the least. So here it is, at Craven Cottage for the first leg against Stoke. We're slightly weaker up front. Asambalonga, still butcher his name. He is starting over Icardi, who is out for a few weeks with a torn quad injury. Let's see Stoke's side. So Butland's pretty good. They missed a penalty in the 3rd minute. They got Shaqiri. Felipe Anderson gives us the lead, but besides that, they probably have a lot of players that are very high potential that they've just had in their squad. A very weird looking squad. Maybe it's a bit of a fairy tale squad. Some Jamie Vardy, some N'Golo Kante likes in there. They get an away goal back, which is definitely not what we wanted to happen. It's 1-1 right now, just like the Atletico Madrid leg, and it's going to finish that way. So we're in the exact same position heading into the 2nd leg as we were against Atletico Madrid. Can we do it on a cold, rainy night, a cold, rainy Tuesday night in Stoke? Let's find out. The 2nd leg against Stoke City. The semi-finals. Can we qualify for the Champions League final to take on one of the Spanish powerhouses? They score, we score. It's all tied up. That was a weird first 4 minutes, so it's all tied up. We've got an away goal. They've got a home goal. 2 all on aggregate. Now it is whoever wins from here. Let's get a goal. Another goal would be brilliant. We're heading to extra time at this point in time. Let's not let them score. Come on, 20 minutes to go. Somebody get a goal. Step up for us, Suso. Step up for us, Kluivert. Step up for us, Jozabed. We're into extra time now. Kluivert gets the goal again. Oh, but they get a goal back. No. Right now, we're on track for a penalty shootout. Penalty shootout. Is it? No, wait, I just realized we go through on away goals. Yes. Get in there. We're through. Had a bit of a mind blank there in the Stoke game, but regardless, we're into the final. We're taking on Barcelona, always a very tough side to face. I'm curious whether they still have MSN rocking it up front. Barcelona versus Fulham FC in the Champions League final. Before we get into the Champions League final, however, I'll show you the squad report in case this is the end. I always try to show you what our final squad is before we get into the Champions League final, just in case we win the final and the rebuild is complete. Very excited to see how we go. I don't know where we're going to get our goals from, however, as I still believe that Icardi is injured, which is a huge blow considering I signed him so that he could be a big impact player for us in the Champions League final. So, not happy about that. Is he still injured? I haven't checked yet. Fit in 3 weeks. That is a shame. That is frustrating. But let's get into the Champions League final now. Barcelona have an absolutely ridiculous starting 11. So do we. Let's see if we can bring the friggin' Champions League title to Craven Cottage. Good stuff there from Rafa Suarez. Great start of the game from him. Felipe Anderson, he's on the attack now. Just running down the line. We're trying to abuse them. They're playing 3 at the back. That's a foul. We've got a free kick here. Jack Wilshere. I'm going to put this one just about there. See if somebody runs onto it. Wilshere lobs that one into the box. Felipe Anderson tried to go for the header. Still on though. Falls here. Goetze cuts around. I shouldn't have cut around. It's still on though. What a save from Ter Stegen. That one fell so nicely to Goetze. We get the corner out of it, however. Suso whipping that one in there. James Ward-Prowse with the header. Saved again from Ter Stegen. Oh, beautiful stuff from Rugani. Now we continue to attack. Beautiful through ball there to Suarez. What's the left back doing up so high? Still on though. Suso going toward Prowse. We've got good numbers. Abusing the 3 at the back. Kluivert. Felipe Anderson. He gives us the lead. We're absolutely killing Barcelona. We're going to celebrate in front of their fans. Felipe Anderson giving us the lead here in the Champions League final. Whenever a team plays 3 at the back, I always abuse them. The key, go on to the counter-attacking mode and just destroy them. Draw and pass, play wingers. It is beautiful. Corner here for Barcelona. They're going to play the short ones. Messi to Neymar. Wushu goes towards it. They go out to Eriksen. Eriksen with the long shot, but blasts it well over. Good stuff, Goetze. Great tackle. Now can we get a second goal? Kluivert. Felipe Anderson. That was the pass. That would have been 2-0, I reckon. Suso going there. Drawing and passing. Tom Kearney. Kluivert saved from Ter Stegen. They're on the attack. They're pushing all their resources forward, looking to get an equalizer. Some lovely 1-2 passing. Rafinha, one-on-one, and he slots it home. Our defense have had a lapse of concentration, and Barcelona have made things interesting again. Half an hour to play and it's 1-1. We've been the better side, but their 1-2 passing confused us. We rushed up too high, but that is a world-class finish from Rafinha. Barcelona with the corner here in the 73rd minute. The tide has shifted. They are looking more likely to score a goal now. Neymar goes out there to Denis Suarez. Lobs that one into the area. Good defense. Now can we hit them on the counter-attack? Ward-Prowse goes to Kluivert. I see you. Kenny goes to Suso. Come on, Suso. He's got the legs, does he? Up against Pjanic. Has to cut back around. He's got space. He shoots. It takes a deflection. And we have the lead here in the 76th minute. We have the lead in the Champions League final. What a massive deflection it took. But look at that. Once we turned around, we had so much space. Wow, that was probably going to be saved quite easily from Ter Stegen. Denis Suarez, I was looking to buy him, but luckily we didn't because he's just given us the lead in the Champions League final again. Falls to PK. You can tell they're going all out attack now. Lukaku running through. Our defense can't get to it, but Timo Horn comes up with the save. Barcelona have thrown everything forward. Late in this game, can we defend? Can we keep it out? Great defense there, but it falls straight to them. We can't give them this space in the box. No, they've equalised. We have choked again. Lukaku makes it 2-2. What is this second half? Barcelona they've gone super all-out attack. Fosu Mensah is freaking you can't give Lukaku the near post in that situation. Fosu Mensah going to Suso. Cutting around. We're into stoppage time now. Can we win it in the 90th minute? Tom Kearney. Felipe Anderson to Suso. He goes up against Messi. Felipe Anderson. Cutting around. Going. Finish it. Suso. He wins it in the 90th minute. What a freaking winner. Suso has stepped up 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. You couldn't write a better script. It's almost like this is a bloody movie. Suso against Barcelona gives us the lead across the face of the goal. Barcelona have just fallen short in defense today. I think their biggest flaw was playing 3 at the back, but an absolute classic Champions League final, and we have the lead in stoppage time. Surely they can't come back from this. We're in stoppage time. We just need to defend 4 minutes and it's all over. Straight off the kickoff, the referee blows the whistle. I can't believe this. As a Fulham fan, I am saying this sentence, but Fulham are champions of Europe. What a beautiful sight, what a beautiful game, and what a beautiful rebuild. If you enjoyed today's rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Bloody Scorpion, kick that subscribe button if you are new around here. Check out my social media links, fellas, but I am so hyped for this. I hope you enjoyed the title celebration as much as I do. It's been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.